When you're looking at a poor house like this and there are people buried in this cemetery, what caused them to be here? What can I do as an individual today to, one, remember these people and hopefully make it so that this doesn't happen again, that people are dying alone, forgotten? It was therefore decided in 1912 to purchase 174 acres of the Brown and Schuler farms on the easterly limits of Lockport's building and facility. County residents at that time requested that this new almshouse should not be called by the obsolete term poorhouse, that the name should be changed to be met with the modern ideas on the care of the unfortunates of Niagara County. The Davidson Road or Niagara County Infirmary was thus born and dedicated on January 6, 1915. The next day, the people who were housed in the poor farm here were sent to the Niagara County Infirmary. After that, the old poor farm was used as a tuberculosis sanitarium before Mount View was built. And in 1917, it became the Niagara County Industrial Prison Farm. Eventually in 1960, the county prison was built on part of the site. You all have worked very hard and very diligently completing a task which people wanted to do but could never seem to complete. Alms is considered a gift of charity, given gratuitously to relieve the poor, or as the poet John Dryden wrote, alms are but vehicles of prayer. In this time when we're coming up to Thanksgiving and the winter, let us not become so self-centered that we ignore or forget those in need, whether it's by giving money, food, clothing, a smile, or cleaning up a forgotten cemetery.
Here lies Infant Meadows, who died in 1896. Here lies Infant Hoyle, who died in 1902.
Here lies George Bradley, who died in 1861. Here lies Mary Sullivan, who died in 1862. Here lies Phoebe Sheldon, who died in 1860.
Here lies Rachel Simons, who died in 1893. Here lies Samantha Westcott, who died in 1894. Here lies Addie Camp, who died in 1895. Here lies David Foley, who died in 1896. Here lies Alexander Smith, who died in 1897.
Here lies Christian Witt, who died in 1910. Here lies Reuben Jacoby, who died in 1911. Here lies Lorenzo Wilson, who died in 1912. Here lies Daniel Cook, who died in 1913. Here lies Elijah Cliff, who died in 1914. Here lies Addison Pratt, who died in 1915.
Lastly, I have to thank the power of nature in describing this cemetery. I was saying earlier, I've never met an unhappy tree. That was a joke, but anyway. These trees are incredible, and when we came here last year, I really didn't know what we were going to do, because as I said, it was kind of like a giant cocoon which had grown over the cemetery to preserve it for 96 years, connecting the maple trees, the black walnuts, the cherry trees, and those hawthorn trees that most of us loved so much while we were here. Was a giant canopy of grapevines, which you can swing on carefully if they're still out there. Wild rose was abundant and would many times hold us in place as we tried to move through the cemetery. They'd literally reach out and grab you. And there was the legendary poison ivy, which is quiet today, but I'm sure, I have a feeling it's out there somewhere. It's a quiet, beautiful place. Some days the only visitors were deer, wild turkeys, a red-headed woodpecker, or a Baltimore oriole. As John Muir said, let children walk with nature, let them see the beautiful blendings and communions of death and life, their joyous, inseparable unity as taught in the woods and meadows, plains and mountains, and streams of our blessed star.
It was a very hot day. There was 15 or 20 individuals out here, and the progress we made from the, as Dave McHardman mentioned, the cocoon over this entire area. After the first day, you could at least begin to walk around. We began to see the natural pathways that we've been able to further enhance. And many others have expanded what was started.
Thus would we pass from this earth and its toiling, only remembered for what we have done. Shall we be missed, though by others succeeded, reaping the fields we in springtime have sown? No, for the sowers may pass from their labors, only remembered for what they have done.